Good afternoon. It's 1 o'clock here. I don't know what time it is there. I'm cold. It's like freezing. I thought I would go live. I'm just on YouTube. I'm not on Facebook. So I've never really gone live on my computer with just YouTube. So I'm not really sure if I'm vertical or horizontal. Uh, I'm gonna see if I can tell. I'm gonna let people join. It may take a minute. So if you're catching the replay, hashtag replay. Am I vertical or Chris? I have a question because I'm dumb. Okay, hang on. I don't even know how to do this. Hang on just a second, y'all. Okay, it says I'm live. Hang on.
Why isn't anyone telling you?
Hang on. So am I this way or this way? uh, Y'all, it's cold here. I'm freezing to death. Hey, Christy. Chris, I'm not on StreamYard. So, like, this was just a random let's go live. There's a lot of things changing when it comes to the creator world. And so I'm trying new things out. I'm trying to get more fancy. you know, I'm learning, right? Right? Okay. Chris, am I vertical? Am I like this or like this? Be fancy when I'm not. I have blue coat all over my hands because this morning I went to. Okay, so if I'm like this, I'm supposed to get people that are not subscribers. I don't see anybody. I'm just testing the system out, so y'all bear with me. I am vertical. Okay. Well, when I'm vertical, I'm supposed to get people on here that don't know who their Aunt Judy is. They don't subscribe to my page, and usually when that happens, you get some crazies, right? Like you get some crazies. So I didn't know if this was going to be one of those lives where everything is, you know, like crazy. Normally I have my glasses off, and normally I'm talking the whole entire time, and well, some of y'all say vertical and some of y'all are saying horizontal. Anyway, I don't normally get to talk to y'all, like read your comments and talk. So today I'm going to leave my glasses on. I'm already ready. And I was just going to chit chat and see what you guys are up to. Now's a good time to ask me questions, or I don't know. Y'all could ask me personal questions about Shane. I'll tell you what a jackleggy is, and he won't know it because he don't go on YouTube. Larry's not usually on YouTube. How's Larry? Hey, Judy, get another goat and sheep. Okay, I'll remember those two. Larry is fine. This morning, I almost felt, because he had to go to the bathroom, and I was out in the farm, so I had to stop what I was doing to come back inside to take him to the bathroom. And it's almost as if I'm taking a drunk person to the bathroom to vomit. I mean, like, he's so unstable. It is like not good at all. So, like, I'm trying to get him to the bathroom, and he's just like, like he's drunk. It's really hard. And I'm scared to death he's going to fall. And then I'm making sure he's cleaning himself good. Like, it's difficult. Like, the whole transition of me becoming a caregiver, I ain't good at this. I am not good at this. So Larry is, for the most part, he got him some barbecue today for lunch. I went and got him barbecue. He is he's gained 5 pounds. So he is eating. He's been eating for the past week. And oh, you have a picture of the calf, like Skipper. Anyway, so he's doing okay. So getting another goat and sheep. Okay, I'm just going to be honest. Goats are my least favorite. They are. I don't know. But then again, it's like this. Like, being a petting zoo, goats are great because goats are not like wish-washy. Goats are like 100% coming to see you no matter what. They're not having a bad day or a separation day where a alpaca per se, there's days that people come to the farm and they're not coming up to anybody. It's like a hit and miss. There's days when Dexter and Dee Dee doesn't want anybody to touch them. So like with the goats, they're like always friendly, always spot on. Now that is female goats, okay? Not goats like Bobby Joe. Not when they're in rut, but they're always friendly. So probably getting more goats would be a good thing. I don't know. More pigs? No, I can't get any more pigs. Even though I love my pigs, but they're just so big that it's like the shelter that I have wouldn't really do good for pigs. Let's see. Well, Dexter and Dee Dee are mini cows, and they're going. Shane's getting more. He won't. I don't know. Wait, I feel like Shane's in a midlife crisis. It was literally like this. One day, he goes to work, and I get a text message. I'm getting another girl for Dexter. I'm like, what? Go to work. What are you doing? Why are you saying this? Like, where did this come from? Like, what the heck? And he was like, I'm moving the cows down to the creek and I'm going to put a fence down there. Really? Like, where did this come from? So, like, that's how it was, but that's kind of how Shane operates. Shane, like, gets this idea in his head and then he goes for it and it's happening in a day. That's how Shane is. So, like, getting another mini cow. I would love to have a Highland, but cows need to be in a pasture. I mean, being in the petting zoo is awesome because Dexter and Dee Dee are all friendly. And I'm going to tell you, Skipper is so tame. You've seen the videos. Skipper lets kids lay on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's so tame. And I'm afraid when they go to the pasture where there's so much more room, which is what they need, they're going to become cows. Right now, I don't think they realize they're a cow. But so I think that getting another cow, I just don't have enough room in the petting zoo for a cow. I just feel like they need to be in the pasture, personally. Oh, stress fractures are awful. Awful. The whole, like, so who I got Mickey from, my alpaca, she just had another baby. It's actually Hey Mickey's mother, and she had another baby this week, and they named it Liberty Bell, and I think that's the cutest name, Liberty Bell. The dad's name is Liberty. of the baby. So they named it Liberty Bell. And so I would love to have Liberty Bell. I would love to breed Georgia Lee again. Personally, I don't want a grown animal. I want a baby that I can raise because, y'all, when I raise a baby like Skipper, Freddie, She, they they are accustomed to being almost not like a pig or a cow. I don't know. Like they're accustomed to me laying on them. They're accustomed to me laying on the ground and they don't freak out. And then when I get a grown adult that's already set in their ways, it's like um, Rio and Georgia Lee, the alpacas. To this day, I've had them 3 years. And to this day, they will not come up to anybody because they weren't raised by me. So I feel like when I'm hands-on with them at a young age and I adapt them to other people coming all the time, they become like Ruger, my goat, Luna, my goat. I've had Luna since she was a couple of days old. She don't know any different. Ruger doesn't know any different. Skipper doesn't know any different. Mickey and Taterbug, they don't know any different. Dexter and Dee Dee was 8 months old when I got her. I did not think she would ever come around to letting me pet her. Dexter came to me at 15 months old, which is still young for a cow, for a bull. Still young. So I began to work with Dexter the second he came into my farm. I began to get him to eat out of my hand from early on. So that's the difference in my animals versus, an animal that's grown that comes to the farm. So, yes, hands-on used to be handled. Yes, it is amazing. Like I'm tooting my own horn, but I'm pretty good at raising an animal to be tame. I really am. I wished this existed. I wished that I could be a true rescue, but only rescue babies. Like mothers that die, mothers that neglect the babies. I wish that I could get them at a young age when they don't have a mom, and I wished I could raise them. I would love that kind of rescue. And then me place them in a home, you know, I don't think anybody does that. I think that rescue does not exist. I think that's just a dream of mine to do that. And I love to raise pigs. Oh my gosh. That's been my favorite. Out of all the animals that I've had and raised, I love baby pigs. If I could rescue pigs that were taken from their mother for a specific reason, I would be in heaven. I would have those piglets so rotten, and they would be the perfect pet for somebody. But that's what I would love. But that doesn't happen very often, you know? Yeah, I would bottle feed all the time. But piglets, I don't bottle feed piglets. I pan feed them from day one, and it works. And I don't have to get up in the middle of the night. I've learned how to do it. So basically, what I do is I get a big old pan about this big. And right before bedtime, I fill it up with milk, okay, formula, and I put the heat lamp on it so it stays warm all the time. And the piglets come and eat when they want to. And they don't overeat. I've watched it. It's like amazing. So like I don't have to get up in the middle of the night and bottle feed. It's wonderful. Like where a goat, I have to get up in the night, middle of the night and bottle feed, all night long. A piglet, I don't have to do that. I didn't do it to Freddie. I didn't do it to Shishi. I didn't do it to any of the piglets. When I took the piglets away from Shishi the first time because she kept sitting her big old butt on the piglets, killing them the first time around, I pan fed them, and it worked out great. Yes, Monica. Why can't I think of? I never can think of the baby pig's name that Ellie and Megan have. Maisie. That's it. Maisie. Yeah, that little pig is so tiny. Precious. And I sit there and see the videos of Mr. Pixley that came from my farm. He looks just like boyfriend. Just like him. And I can tell he's pretty tame. But he's free ranging and just probably eating everything under the sun. I'm like, don't make him too fat. It'll be bad. Because Shishi got too fat, and that's what kind of caused the blindness, I believe. I don't think there's a such thing as a micro pig. Yeah, a pair of lambs. Well, you know, I have 2 rams. Sheep. I do not want something that is going to require me to have them sheared. I do know that. It's so expensive. And I already have 4 alpacas and 2 sheep that have to be sheared. And the lady that shears my animals moved to North Carolina. And I'm like, do I need to learn how to shear? I don't know. I will tell y'all, if you watched my video on the solar, that's a no-go. $50,000. They want us to pay $50,000 up front. And then the grant is for 50%. So the grant would be $25,000. And then we could write off 40% on taxes. But Shane and I would have to grab $50,000 out of our back pocket to pay for it up front. Well, that ain't happening. Not over. And then it couldn't be at the barn. It had to be in Shane's shop because they don't give a grant to nonprofits. But Shane owns a business, Snead's Welding, and they would give a grant to Shane for his shop, but not my farm. Well, that defeats the whole purpose. The whole purpose for us to do that is to have power out at my farm. So that's a no-go. Let's see. What else was I? I'm trying to think of my last video. Yeah, when they said, you'll have to pay $50,000 up front. I'm like, $50,000? I'm like, really? Well, no, we're not doing that. That's a no. What happened to the duck? So I just posted a video, but it was on Facebook. I wish I could upload. You know how StreamYard lets you do videos? Well, when I'm on YouTube, I can't upload videos. So let me see if I'll just tell you. So it was not an infection. When I stuck the needle in and drew it back, there was no pus at all in the syringe. So it definitely was not an infection. It was a type of growth. It had blood in it, so I know it was getting blood supply to make it grow. But the duck is fine. it does not, when I touch it, the duck is, it's not tender to touch. The duck is walking fine. Um, I said we should just leave it alone. That was me personally. Um, I wasn't about. I might, if they decide they want the growth taken off, I might could take it to the vet next week when my vet is there. But if I was to take that duck to the vet, um, I guess some of you don't know what I'm talking about. So basically, last night I received a phone call from a girl to rescue two ducks. The ducks were dumped off at a lake here in Cullman. It's actually Hansville, which is like 30 minutes away, but the ducks were dumped. They're both Pekin ducks, which they don't fly, so they had to be dumped off, which is a huge problem at local lakes. I don't care where you live, people are dumping ducks left and right. And I wished I could stop that problem, but I don't know how. So she I said, "Well, can you actually get your hands on them and do you have somewhere to house them overnight?" She said, "Yes." I said, "Well, you rescue them and I'll be there in the morning." So she got the two ducks and brought them in and separated them. And so when I talked to her, one of the ducks couldn't hardly walk. And then the other duck, I think I posted a picture. It's hard to keep up with Facebook and YouTube. I can't remember what I do on what channel. So bear with me. But I'm going to show you a picture of what it looks like. Well, shoot. Here it is. You see that big growth? So she said that one has a growth and the other one can't walk. I said, I know exactly. If it doesn't have bumblefoot, it's a niacin deficiency, and I can treat that. I know exactly what to do. I've rescued enough ducks to know what to do with that. I said, but this other, I don't know what that is. And so I had reached out to a local farm to get their opinion. They said, Judy, it's an infection and needs to go to the vet. And I was like, how do I get myself into this trouble? Because I end up wanting to help people, but then I have a big old fat vet bill, right? So like it gets hard for me. And so I said, well, if it needs to go to the vet, I'm going to pay for it to go to the vet. But let me go assess the situation first. So I stuck a syringe in that big bubble and pulled back, and there was no infection at all. It's not infected. It's like a growth. And so the lady that was there with me was also a nurse, and she said, no, there's no infection in that. And I said, I don't see infection either because I'm not pulling anything out. So then we were wondering if a blood supply was going through it. So we put the needle right at the toe and there's blood coming back. So we knew I couldn't cut it off or lance it off or anything like that. So the duck is walking normal. When I touch, it's not tender for the duck to touch, like for just to touch it. So there's not like the duck's not in pain at all. So I told her, I said, I think you should just leave it alone. I think you should, if it starts bothering him, then yes, we need to take it to the vet and have it lanced. But it's not bothering him. He's just a little different from the other ducks. The ducks are not going to care. If it's not bothering them, I don't think we should bother it. Okay, so the best, I don't have it with me right now, is brewer's yeast that you buy from the grocery store. Okay. Now, when I went to Walmart, the brewer's yeast was not in the cooking section. It was over where the lactating mother's stuff was. I don't know what brewer's yeast has to do with lactating mothers, but it's something. So it's in the baby section. It's not in the food section, but it's not that much, and it's filled with niacin. My vet taught me this. So all you do is get the brewer's yeast and sprinkle it on the food. Within 2 or 3 days, your duck is completely walking normal. And it happened to Daffy, which is the mallard duck here at Snead's Farmhouse. He got where he was having a niacin deficiency. Ducks are bad about that. They're terrible. But if you put that brewer's yeast in your ducks, so you don't have to go buy a special feed. I mean, it's best to buy the duck feed, in my opinion. Now, my ducks eat everything that the chickens eat. They all, because they live together. So I don't have duck feed over here and chicken feed over here. They all eat hen house reserve. If I ever see that there's a deficiency going on and someone starts stumbling, walking, I just sprinkle it, and within a day or two, they're back to normal. So I gave her the yeast, and so hopefully that other duck will be walking soon. But yes, brewer's yeast. So thank you, Mary. Sharon, in my video, that's what we talked about, is doing a rubber band around it and letting it fall off to stop the blood supply to it. And she might do that. We talked about doing that. Ada, the nurse told me that the brewer's yeast she did for her dog for fleas. She goes, I didn't know this had niacin in it, would treat the ducks, but I use it for my dogs for fleas. I went, hey, will it treat lice? Not lice, scaly mites. Will it treat mites? And she said, yes. And I was like, I fixed to go put us in my coop. But because there's a couple of my turkey. I did a video. I think the video is coming out Saturday. I think, hang on, tomorrow. I can't remember. God, it's hard keeping up with. Yes, my video is coming out tomorrow about my turkey. And he has scaly mites on his legs. And I have been trying everything. Or was that last week's video? Oh, it's already came out. I'm sorry. Sorry. It's already came out. But he has scaly mites. And I have been trying my best to get that better. And there's a couple of chickens that have it. So I have been getting up and every morning and treating these chickens. Well, I gave them ivermectin. I tried to pull the scaly mites scales off of the legs that are like not really attached to the leg. And I am putting Vicks Vapor Rub is what I'm told to use on the legs. So I'm trying really hard to get rid of this. And I was wondering if the brewer's yeast would treat the mites. But when she told me it treated the fleas and stuff for her dogs, I was like, wow. So that's good to know. So if you have dogs, go get you some brewer's yeast. Claire, do you use it for scaly mites? Hey, sweet Becky. You're so sweet. Thank you. You think? So when I stuck the needle into the duck's foot, blood came out. So I sprayed Blue Coat. Actually, Jessica sprayed the Blue Coat on the duck's foot. And I was holding the foot. So anytime you don't wear gloves and you do Blue Coat, you're like this for a couple of days. My thumb's getting better, if y'all saw that. Hello, Diane. Hey, Lawanda. Oh, I would love, you know what? I would love to go to lunch right now. I would love when Shane is not home and I treat myself to lunch. Gosh, Shane hates sushi. I love sushi. And usually when he's not home and I go take myself to lunch, I'm going to the sushi bar. Do you like sushi, Becky? I tried Vaseline and it didn't work. So I reached out to some other farms. I'm like, okay, the Vaseline is not working. But you know how much a jar of Vicks is? Now, I don't know if it's just like this in Alabama, but a jar. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This little jar of Vicks Vapor Rub that everybody's been using for 100 years was $10. Well, when you have turkeys with big old long legs and big old feet, okay, I'm going through the, I mean, I'm like spending $10 every couple of days. I'm like, this is so expensive. So I feel like I should go back to Vaseline just because it's cheaper, but I'm scared to because it didn't work last time. What are we congratulating Brenda Atkins for? Brenda. What did Brenda do? Hang on, I'm going back. Cracker Barrel. Where is Brenda's post? What are we congratulating Brenda on? This is where I got it, Becky. I got this from the Dollar Tree, and it was $10. And I looked for an off-brand, and there wasn't. This is all there was. Oh, she has a grandbaby. Oh, your daughter had a baby. Okay. That's sweet. That's so sweet. Did y'all see the video? I tried to do a short and it ended up being a video because it was longer than a minute. And Retha Charlotte, I don't guess she's on here because I don't see her name. She crocheted baby doll clothes for Judy at the group home. And she crocheted 3 dresses, 3 hats, a blanket, a pillow. It is a cute. Oh, she is here. Let me go get her. Look what she did. Where was she when I was a kid? That's all I got to say. Okay, she bought this baby doll and she crocheted this little hat and this little red dress. Judy is going to have a heart attack when she sees this. Okay, so there's this red dress, and Retha made all this. So here's this little dress, and it's this little hat to match. Isn't it cute? And then there's this little outfit with this little hat. Then, and I do need, I'm talking too much. Then this little dress with this little hat. Then, not only that, but she quilted the baby a blanket. Crocheted baby a blanket and a pillow. I about died. And I'm assuming this came with the baby doll originally. And this cute little box. It looks like a little bed. Judy is going to get 3 baby dolls. I spilled my drink. Judy's going to get 3 baby dolls for Christmas. She's going to be so excited. Just saying. and these little outfits. Because she said, when I asked her, I said, Judy, if you were sitting on Santa Claus's lap, what would you tell him you wanted? And she said, coloring book and colors. And so she got a bunch of coloring book and colors. And then she said, baby doll, baby clothes. And so sweet Judy is getting all that. And these outfits, they almost bring tears to my face. Look at this little, look. Hang on. Where's the baby doll? Oh, here it is. Look at this cute little hat. Isn't it precious? Doesn't it make you want to be a little girl? Oh my gosh. It is so cute. Anyway, you outdid yourself, Retha. I can't wait to see Judy's face when she sees this. It's going to be so cute. And I am overjoyed at, I'll be honest, when I created the Amazon gift list, I just put a bunch of stuff on there thinking, I didn't realize y'all were buying every single gift. I was just giving you different price, things that they would like. And I was thinking, if somebody wanted to spend under $10, there was this gift. If someone wanted to spend $200, it's this gift. Y'all bought every single gift on the Amazon list. And I am just like, I guess, can I just be honest? I'm just being honest. I'm like, these backup dancers, majority of these backup dancers have never met me in person. I mean, there's a couple on here that have met me in person. But majority of you have never met me in person. And I just put out here because last year, it took me like 3 hours to open my Christmas presents from y'all last year. And I was like, I could not believe how many gifts I got last year. I was like, what? These people don't even know me, and they care enough about me to send me a gift. And then some of you, like Becky, I bet I got 30 gifts just from Becky. And I'm like, these people are so sweet. People are so sweet. And so I said to y'all, don't buy me a gift. Do not buy me a Christmas gift. Give to the group home. And y'all listen to me, and you're giving to the group home, and it just makes me smile. If you could be, listen, let me say this. A lot of you have traveled a long way to come meet me and come tour my farm. If you ever get the opportunity to come on a Wednesday when the group home's here, you cannot even imagine what happens on Wednesdays when they're here. Like when you and it's hard for me to even explain, like when the bus pulls up and Richard and Justin, both blind, are walking in the door, and it's the other group home people that are helping them get into the door. They're like, step up. Okay, go to the right, go to the left. And they get here, and they're so excited to be at Snead's Farmhouse to feel a bunny or to sing, or just like Justin. Listen, where's this picture? Justin was all about loving on where's he at? Here he is. He just wanted to love on me. smile on my face. Y'all have no idea. When you come and experience that, let's just say you wake up and you're like on the struggle bus, and then you see Justin get off the bus and he wants to love on me and hug me and lay his head on me. How do you not smile? You know what I'm saying? But this singing with the group home is something different. I actually did it because the first time we sang was because I had a field trip that week. And I said, hey, I need to make sure this microphone still works because it's been a minute since I've done a field trip. So I just need y'all to use the microphone and let's play some music. Well, I had no clue that they would love to sing and get on stage. I'm like, dude, me too. You like to get on stage and dance and act and sing. And oh my gosh, me too. So when they started that day that I turned it on, Judy was up there singing. Justin was singing. They were all just singing. And I was like, oh, we're going to start doing this. So sometimes, like for example, this Wednesday, I didn't bring it out. I was getting them to truly help me around the farm. I was getting them to replenish the coffee and put water in the jug for my water container, and I was getting them to clean out the rabbit. And then they start going, I want to sing a song, and I was like, okay. So we get it out, and when they get up there and sing, and especially Stormy, oh my gosh, y'all! I was live on Facebook. I will try to go live on YouTube next Wednesday so you guys can see it. Double dippers that do both saw it, but the people that are just strictly on YouTube did not get to see it. I promise you I will go live so you can see it. But I've been worried about going live because it has music and I didn't know if I would get in trouble for playing real music. But when you hear them sing, it kind of like muzzles out the music, and I don't usually get a copyright claim for that, usually. But I'll try to go live Wednesday. But Stormy is up and she is working the stage. Okay, she is singing, and working the stage and doing her motions, and it's the cutest thing ever. And Rhonda is nonverbal. Well, she's verbal, but you can't understand a word she's saying. I have learned, because I've been around her for 3 years now, so I can kind of make out what she's saying. Like, she asks me every single time. She wants to hold the bunnies and she wants to groom the bunnies. And she asks me every single week, girl, boy. But she goes, girl, 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 girl. But she didn't say it like that. But I know what she's saying now. But she got up Wednesday and was on stage singing, and she had her hand on her hip, and she was, clapping to the music, and she was up there performing, and I was like, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Like, she didn't miss a beat. I mean, and I sit there and I think, how I talk about going live in the mornings and how we get in the bus station and we can choose the struggle bus or the double Dutch bus and we can dance. Okay. I sit there and envision Rhonda. Rhonda is pretty much nonverbal. Okay. So there's nothing hardly coming out of her mouth, right? She could have said, I'm not singing. I can't even talk. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not, everybody else can sing, but I can't sing because I'm not verbal. Shoot, no, she was up there and she was just a clapping and she was doing her motions and pressing when it was just the cutest thing in the whole wide world. And it's just amazing. It's amazing. It is. And I don't know if I can try to. Let me see if it'll. No, it was live. It wasn't recorded. I'm gonna go live next week for y'all. I promise you. But it's you're given this Christmas holiday to a wonderful group of people. It is they're everybody that comes in the door is absolutely wonderful. I will tell you one thing that I'm struggling with is my porta potty. So we don't have plumbing out there. And when it rains, they have to walk down a hill to go to the porta potty. And some of them don't walk well. Some are on a walker. Some are blind. And you're in the rain and they're trying to get to the bathroom. And I told Shane, I said, Shane, don't hate me. He was like, what? I said, they need a bathroom. And he was like, they do need a bathroom. I said, they need a bathroom. And most people that are nonprofit apply for grants. That has been a dead end for me. I have not had a good experience at all. And it's because I can't find anybody to stick with me. Like, people will say, hey, I'm a grant writer. I'll help you. And then they help me like one time and then they go away and I don't ever see them again. And then it's just not good. And I told Shane, I said, from now on, we just figuring out this ourselves. And he was like, deal. So like everything that has happened at Snead's Farmhouse is Shane and I working. But can I tell you what you don't realize? So now this happened. No, it happened on YouTube too, but it didn't go viral on YouTube. But back in April, when Dee Dee, my cow, was pregnant. Oh, this did happen on YouTube, I think. I don't know. So my cow got pregnant. She was pregnant and she was due any day now. And I was filming for being a creator. And I filmed and I said, wow, we're about to have a 2-headed cow. And what I meant was Dee Dee was sitting down and her butt was protrude because there was so much pressure back there. And what I meant is the baby's head was about to pop out and then Dee Dee's head would be in front. That's what I meant. Well, it basically went viral. And when it went viral, people thought Dee Dee was pregnant with a 2-headed calf. And people were ripping me a new one. As a matter of fact, this lady from YouTube, I know a lot of YouTube people say, oh, it's all Facebook. No, this lady came from YouTube. A lady from YouTube from New York City that has never met me nor been at my farm decided to call animal control because my cow was pregnant with a 2-headed calf and I wasn't calling the vet. So y'all saw the video of animal control pulling in my driveway and all this stuff. And she didn't just stop there. She called the Better Business Bureau. She called the IRS. Okay. So but can I tell y'all something? When that started going viral, I said, backup dancers, I need your help. I need y'all to keep them in conversation. I need y'all to go out there to that post and just make a conversation with them. You know, if someone says that, why do you think that? Did you see what happened over here? And I asked you backup dancers to engage in them because this may sound crazy, but I asked you to do that because it was going viral. And the more comments I get, the more Facebook or YouTube shows it to other people that do not know me. Well, when that happens, I make a lot of money. It wasn't you donating money to my farm. It wasn't you sending gifts. It was just from you watching, sharing, engaging. And my education center and my hay barn was built because of you. Did you hear me? It didn't mean that you had to stroke me a $50 check. You don't have to do that. All you have to do is engage in my content. And you guys bought me heat and air for the group home, a coffee bar, a sofa, the rabbits to have an indoor facility, my animals to have hay and not run out this year. That was all because of you. And I think sometimes when you're followers of a content creator, I don't think you quite realize what you do for us. I wouldn't be Aunt Judy without you. And the reason I say that is y'all will send me emails and go, you're changed my life by your lives, or Aunt Judy, I sit here and watch what you do, and y'all like say the sweetest things, but I don't think you realize what you do. When you see creators quit their jobs, it's because of you. It's not something great and wonderful that Judy did or Lester did or Jason and Brooke did. No, it's you. It's you. It has nothing to do with us. Now, yes, we bring the content. Yes, we have to work hard to tell you guys what's going on in our farms. Yes, we have to we spend hours editing a video. Yes, we have to put up with a lot of mean people and people coming in our driveway and stuff like that. We have to put up with a lot, but it's you. Because things won't go viral without you. It's you that is feeding my animals. It's you that's helping me take care of my dad and still have my farm. It's nothing great Aunt Judy's doing. It's you. So if you're that person that says, oh, I wish I could make a difference, but I'm immobile. I have to stay at home because my legs don't work anymore, and all I can do is sit on the couch. Oh, baby girl, baby boy, you making a difference. Don't sit there and shortchange yourself and go, oh, I wish I could send $50 to Aunt Judy, or I wish I could send the group home a gift. You are. You bought them an air conditioning. You bought them a sofa. That month alone, I looked at Shane and I was like, I just got the crap beat out of me. I got cops pulling in the driveway. I got the Better Business Bureau calling me. I got the IRS. Like, all this crap is happening. But you know what? This is happening for a reason, Shane. I had to go through all of that to get this group home a place to stay. And so when you see them up dancing on Wednesday, and you see them up singing and smiling and being in their comfort zone, I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and go, atta girl, because it's you that helped this happen. It's not people that don't know me. The only way things go viral is you. When people comment that follow me and they like and they share, then it goes viral. And then we're able to do things like, or I'm able to do things like put an education center together. And when you see these group home, listen, I don't know how long you've been following me, but for the past 3 years, the group home's been sitting in my garage and the freezing rain, the freezing cold. They've been doing that for 3 years. Okay? And I didn't have enough chairs for them all to sit down for 3 years. Now they have this big, beautiful sofa that everybody can sit on. They're out of the weather. They found things to do inside my education center that helps give back, like clean my rabbit cages, supply the coffee. They go and fix people coffee. There's a lot to do inside. Sweep, mop the pee up from the rabbits. And this winter is the first year that they haven't had to sit in the freezing cold in my garage. It surprises me. It surprises me that they've been coming for 3 years doing that. I'm like, what made them keep coming back? Like, this is awful to sit in the garage every Wednesday in the freezing cold. Like, what makes them keep coming back? But they did. They kept coming back, and I kept telling them we're gonna try to provide some type of shelter for y'all to help y'all, because without them coming here, they can't get grants. It's funny that I can't get grants, but I'm helping them get grants. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't about me. That ain't. Shane and I are fine. Shane and I are fine. We always figure it out, and I feel like that month that all that happened and I was able to put the education center together and build the hay barn, that was 2 things on my to-do list, but I didn't think I was going to be able to do it for another couple of years. Oh no, y'all showed up. Y'all showed up and was liking and commenting and getting people to talk and all that stuff. And you paid for it. So thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate you. You just don't realize how important you are to me. And many a days, I feel like I have anxiety so bad that I feel like I can't do this field trip. I don't know what to do. I will sit here and have a panic attack. I can't do this. I don't know what to do. I cannot go out there and dance. I can't do it. I can't. And then I wake up and get on YouTube or see your comments or get an email from you or a present in the mail. And I'm like, oh yeah, there's people encouraging me to keep going. So it's you that keeps me going. So I feel like I need to send every one of you an email and say, let me tell you how you've changed my life. Because there was a time where I was depressed all the time. And now I'm never depressed. Never. I don't even know the last time I've been depressed because you keep me going. You keep going, go, Judy, go, Judy, go. You're like, you can do this. You show up. You show up to my lives. You show up to my videos. You comment. When you comment, and it encourages me to keep giving back. So you're giving back as well. You see me giving back constantly. It's you too. You're giving back. You are. So thank you. All right, guys. Thanks for joining my live. I said I wasn't going to talk. I was going to read your message, and here I am talking. I have a big mouth sometimes. I don't know how to shut my mouth. Shane and I are a great team. It's so funny because we're a lot alike, but we're also totally different. So we're a good balance. He drives me crazy most of the time, I have to say. He does. He drives me nuts. Oh, but I love him. Yes, Larry's wonderful. Diane, I feel like you started it all. Diane, you remember Diane Wood has been with me for years. She and I've talked about it in my lives before, but many a times I've been live and it's literally just been two people for years, for months, and I would give up. I'm like, Diane, I can't do this anymore. Nobody cares about what I got to say. like I'm just giving up, and I would give up, and I would go, I'm not going live anymore. And then I'd start getting text messages from Tammy and Diane going, please go live again. I miss you in the mornings. And I'm like, dude, it's just three people. It's just three people. And it was Diane that encouraged me and Tammy that encouraged me to keep going. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be going live, just to let you know. So you can thank Diane that she got me through it, because Diane held my hand, and I had never met her. I had never met her a day in my life. And she held my hand and got me through it. So y'all thank Diane. All right, I'm going to go. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. And my video will come out tomorrow, and your views make a difference. So thank you for watching and always encouraging me to be the best I can be. I'll see you next time. Bye.